That first reading was something. Did it speak to you at all? What I hear in it is our time now. Our struggle against not flesh and blood, but against the powers of darkness, the rulers of darkness. So we are given the weapons, we are given the armour against it. You gird your loins in truth. You have a breastplate of righteousness. You have your feet shod in the readiness of the gospel of peace. Your faith is your shield, your helmet of salvation, your sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. If you have not yet voted, wear that armour so that you can hear the word of God, so that you can hear the cries of the children tortured by this administration. You can hear the earth crying out for all of the weight of the trash and the poisons that are now being poured into her again. You can hear all of the abominations that this administration has poured into the earth, our garden earth, our shared earth. Listen to her. Listen to how this administration is on par with Pol Pot, with Hitler, with Mao Zedong, using the same principles and procedures that they used. And there is even China now that is quoting Adam Smith, one of our founding philosophers, not America. It was because of the flesh and blood versus spirit that I chose this lesson. We were creatures of flesh, living ruled by our earthly desires of the flesh and condemned to enslavement by sin until physical death. Through God's intervention, we became creatures of spirit, living righteously, ruled according to God's law, living enslaved to righteousness and to peace, to all things living of spirit. Creatures of the flesh care only about now, about themselves, and about getting the needs of the flesh satisfied, food, drink, sleep, etc. So too are the desires of the physical objects, things, computers, cars, cell phones, expensive gewgaws, such things. These are unnecessary luxuries that are sinful, that speak to the flesh. A creature of spirit needs only to be closer to God and the Son. There is no sin, no luxury, no want or desire. A spirit creature will desire to do good works for others, as God is present in that gathering. A spirit creature will desire to help all who need it or request it, and praise for all persons who are grieving, are victims of crime, natural disasters, and man-made disasters. A spirit creature also celebrates and gives praise and prayers of thanksgiving for the joyous wonders in life and the world. Strive each day to spend more and more time as a spirit creature and less time in flesh. Find how a spirit creature would do your job and live your life. You may find that it can only be done by a flesh creature, in which case you may need to find the balance of Christ in your life somewhere else, somehow. For Christ wants more of you than just these 15 minutes each morning and each evening, and maybe, if he's lucky, an hour on Sundays. Christ loves you all the time, every day. So he'd love to have your heart, your body, and your mind all the time too. become a spirit creature all day, all the time.